Good morning everybody, I'm Adi Wilmot and I'd like to welcome you to our channel. Today I thought I'd do a quick video. It's been a few days since I rode the V Strom 650 and I just wanted to sum it up. Having watched the video back, I was full of superlatives for it. Just kind of wanted to explain what I meant by it all, and so I thought I'd just bring you out for a quick ride on my Gixer. Now when I'm riding the Gixer, this is like a smash on all your senses. Literally just wants to go. It's absolutely unbelievable. It's vibrating through the system, it's vibrating through your body, and it absolutely makes you just feel alive. And that's exactly how I'm feeling. Now, to sum up the V Strom, it was easy. It was easy riding. It's almost like I need that bike in my garage, because if I come out in the morning and I don't want to be riding this and trying to hold it back, because that's all you're doing. You can hear I'm holding this back all the time now. To ride it just normal, standard speeds on the normal roads that you're allowed to do, all I'm doing is holding this back all the time. Don't get me wrong, I'm smiling and I'm having a great time and I'm loving it. I'm absolutely buzzing. You don't get that buzz from the V Strom. What you get is relaxation, smoothness, lovely feeling that you're just totally in control. Whereas this, on the Gixer, to be honest with you, I just think it wants to eat me alive. It just wants to bite me. You know, and that's part of its charm, and that's what I love it for. It just makes you want to feel like you're on something phenomenal, which you are. Don't get me wrong, the V Strom is also phenomenal in the way it does what it does, but it does it relaxing. You are so relaxed on that bike. It just purrs around the corners. This, you gotta line it up, chuck it in, throw it around, which is great. I love it. I absolutely love it, and I wouldn't change it for anything, and there's no way I'd even think about selling this bike. But it would be nice to have something like the V Strom in the garage for those mornings when you don't really feel like it. Yeah, you can just get on that and have a nice gentle day out. So as a quick summary, really, the V Strom is exactly what it needs to be. It's every bike you could ever really need. It will scratch if you want it to, but obviously if you start pushing it into corners, the more budget suspension is going to start maybe just giving you a little bit of concern. On the other hand, you know, it will paddle through town, paddle through country lanes. In fact, on this ride, I'm going to take you down a lane that is just absolutely useless for the Gixer. But with the V Strom, you'd be able to do it, and it wouldn't be a problem. So we'll do that in a little while. So the V Strom's got enough power for real world riding. It's got enough to get you up to speed limits and beyond. It's got enough torque in the bottom gears to get you nicely, and I mean so nicely, out of the bends. It just sweeps them out of it. I'm not trying to compare the Gixer to the V Strom. I'm just trying to tell you the massive, huge void there is between the two. The Gixer is a track weapon. That's what it is. But that's where it needs to be. This needs to be on a track. It doesn't really need to be on the road. It's an absolute weapon that you can bring on the road, and it's road legal. It's a bit like, I suppose, for me, having a Ferrari. It's a Sunday car. It's not something you're going to take out and go shopping in and things like that. The V Strom, put a top box on it, off you go. You go anywhere you like. Again, would I want to go touring on the GSX-R? No, I wouldn't. Do I want to do this? Oh yes, of course I do. This is just, let's just get a gap through here. Look, just what? Oh man, it's just unbelievably so stunning to ride. But again, the V Strom was, and like I said, instead of being all buzzy and tingling and going through your fingertips, it was come for a relaxing ride and enjoy it and have a look at some of the scenery. I don't see anything on this. I just see road in front of me. So really and truly, if I'm honest, you know, they have both got a place in my heart, and they just have. They've both got that place. Well, I want to talk about dealers now. You know, I do thank Two Wheel Centre for... hang on a minute. And that's that. I do thank Two Wheel Centre for lending us the bikes they've lent us, and they've not put any limitations on it. It's like, no, take it for the day. You know, we've got it booked out for you for the day. One of the reasons why I haven't ridden things like the Africa Twin is generally because I've been in touch with Honda, and they're in Nottingham, and they said, oh, we do a 20-minute test ride. maybe 30 minutes at the most. Well, from where they are to get to any decent road, it'd take you more than 20 minutes to get there. So I'm sorry, but there was absolutely no point taking the Africa Twin out. I wouldn't have found out anything about it at all, and I wasn't going to go all the way to Nottingham just to discover that I couldn't really do anything with it. So if there are any manufacturers, or dealers that are happy for us to borrow it for a couple of hours, maybe a bit longer if possible, and you want us to do a video on your bikes, then please get in touch with us. I'm more than happy to take them out, but we seem to be hunting dealers down, and they do have limitations on how long they're going to let you have them. So like I say, Two Wheel Centre, if you go to them and give them a bit of notice, I'm sure they'll do exactly the same for you as they've done for me, and they'll lend you the bikes as you need, for as long as you need it. It is a shame that some of the dealers are thinking that you can get a feel for a bike in a couple of hours. If I'm looking for a new bike, I tend to look at a lot of YouTube videos, but then you get negatives and positives. Like I said, on the V Strom, there was a few negatives on that. I didn't find them. Maybe somebody else would find them and think it's a massive problem. So again, you need to test ride it for a little bit longer. Other people test ride them to get them for a week. Look at their end reviews where they tell you the likes and the dislikes. There are a couple of good YouTubers out there that do that. So maybe it's worth your while to have a good hunt around the videos that are available to you. YouTube's fantastic now. It's a good place to go to get information. So yeah, any dealers, if you want to get in touch with me and you want to lend us something, we'd certainly like to have a go on the Harley, and we'd like to do a pillion review. The only reason we didn't do a pillion review on the 650 is when Teresa sat on it, it was exactly the same as the 1050. So there was no point in that. Right, this road here, this is what I'm going to take you up. This road is de-restricted. I've come off a road, big wide road, 50 miles an hour, no problem at all. This one, de-restricted. I can now do 60 mile an hour down here. And look at it. Just look at it. I'm not having a go at the government, or I'm not having a go at the councils or whatever for saying that you can do this, that and the other. But why would you do this road as a de-restricted road that's full of gravel, full of potholes, full of just look at it. Do you know what I mean? It's unbelievable. Now the thing is, the V Strom would have come down here and took all these bumps on its suspension quite happily, and I'd have been able to look at these lovely green fields. At the moment, all I'm trying to do is avoid every single bump, pothole, gravel patch. Again, the V Strom, I could stand up, I could take it. It's be a bit of a giggle, bit of off-roading on this. It's a nightmare. I won't swear, but it's an absolute nightmare. So yeah, how can this be a de-restricted road, and the big wide roads now, nearly all of them round our way, are all now restricted to 50 miles an hour? Do you know what? Enough's enough, and I've had enough. That's it for me for this road. Right, that's me off of that road. Okay, so hopefully you've enjoyed this video. It's obviously when I'm riding a bike and I'm getting the feel for the bike and I'm on it and I'm feeling it, maybe I come across as being a bit, fantastic and superb and things like that. But that's honestly how I feel about them. I don't really think there's such thing as a really bad bike. I think they're all pretty good. But they're all good at what they do in their own way, and I think you have to keep them in the perspective of what they are built and made to do. The V Strom is an absolute superb everyday bike. It can commute, you can go to work, you can come home, you can take the long way home, enjoy the country lanes, and no problem at all. The Gixer, you can still go to work on it, and you can still come the long way round back and still enjoy it, but it's a completely different experience. One's very vibey and buzzy and wants to make you fly, and the other one's nice and relaxed and chilled out, and plenty of torque in the bottom end. So that's what I was trying to get across. Maybe it didn't come across as well as I'd like to have done. Again, any comments you've got, please don't hesitate to write them in. I love reading your comments. So I think what we'll do now, we'll call this one a day. I'd like to thank you all so much for watching. I'd like to thank everybody that supports the channel, watches the channel, subscribe to the channel, anybody that likes the videos. Thank you for all your comments. So please subscribe to us, please hit the bell to get future videos. Some of the later videos, especially the Gixer ones, don't seem to be doing so well, so maybe that's not sort of footage that you want to see, so I might concentrate more on doing some reviews. We'll see how these ones go down. Thank you so much everybody, ride safe, take care of yourselves, all the best, bye bye.